Alright, we're here at Del Hollow. This is our third day. We've only been fishing 2 nights. Tonight will be our third night. I believe we got 4 or 5 over 30. So many over 20 pounds I can't count. We want to show you guys a little bit of the bait that we're using, the technique. We've already showed you guys our hair rigs, our method feeders. And a lot of you guys know I strictly fish pay lakes, but this will be my half a dozen trip to Del Hollow this year. I've caught 5 over 30, tons over 25. I stopped counting. It's such a beautiful place. But as a lot of you guys know, I'm a part of the One On Pro team. Ray Phillips, he makes the One On. Phil Lucas, he's the distributor in Indiana. And also sells at Hubbard Spring Lakes in Mooresville, 8200 East Old State Road 144. Westside Bait and Tackle in Indianapolis, they have it. I strictly use this only. I probably have, I would think I was at like 32 or 33 over 25 pounds last week. So I'm up in probably 35 or 36, 37 fish over 25 pounds in 10 years. Fishing pay lakes, that says something. A lot of guys fish their whole lives, don't catch 30 pounders, don't even catch one over 25. I want to show you guys here, I got a little bit of breadcrumbs, and a little bit of steam rolled oats. I kind of just go off myself on how I make it. I come up with the mixture myself. I typically don't use cream style corn and sweet corn in my baits in the pay lake because I'm afraid that it attracts smaller fish. But out here, seems to be doing well on catching big fish in the wild. Hands down, probably the best bait we've made to catch fish wise. We set out here 5 days last week. One run took us into the snag. So I just want to show you guys here. A lot of guys, this is Pimp Juice. This is a new flavor. I believe it came out last year. It's a little peachy, red in color. I like it. I like to pour my corn in there, the whole can. It's only going to take about 1.5 cans of cream style, but a full can of sweet corn. I like to pour the flavor in on top of the corn and mix that around first in my hands. Then mix that in the top layer of the bucket. This here will be ready to throw in a matter of minutes. Break down, no issues whatsoever. Smells lovely. I got a stopped up nose, I can still smell it. You guys see I didn't use very much flavoring. I still add a little bit more when I add my sweet corn in. Sweet corn itself is a good flavor. A lot of guys use that in the wild. I like putting the sweet corn in with the juices. It gives it that extra little bit of wetness that you need, texture-wise. Pretty much just stir it until you find the consistency of the texture that you want throughout the whole bucket.
And man, I can say that smells good.
Yeah, that's a new flavor. It's come out last year. It's similar to the crack flavor, but it's got a little bit of a twang to it. It's caught a lot of big fish in the Pay Lakes in Indiana, a lot of big fish in the Carolinas. It's a big flavor company in the Carolinas. There's a lot of flavor companies out there. They all work. I've used them all over the years. Never had no problems really with them. Like I said, I just like to put a little bit of flavor on top of the corn. Mix the corn first, and then mix it in the bait. So you get that right texture. If you keep the lid on this bucket, it will stay good for a very long time. But we're going through a bucket of this size here within a matter of 12 hours. I think this is the 4th batch of bait I've had to make in 2 days.
430s.
Got 4 30-pounders on it. Tons of 20s. Tons of 20s. A lot of guys catching their PBs on this trip. Their personal bests. Every bucket of bait that we've made has one on in it. So I can say there's been 4 30-pounders caught on one on baits and flavoring.
Wait, did you catch your PB?
Some of it. For all of it.
She did.
I believe everybody here on this trip, we have
Last night.
5 guys. We have TJ Wise, Jalen Brady, which is TJ's nephew. A lot of guys know him from the Pay Lakes, from going to the bait shop 100 times and getting snacks. A lot of candy bars, this kid. Got Zach Carter with Team Fish Fighters. I believe he got his PB mirror last night. Zach, how big was your mirror?
Common.
Common.
28.
28.
Nice.
It's a nice fish. Jack, of course, you guys know, him and myself, we both have our PBs. We both have 230s this trip. These guys are just a little bit behind. They will catch up.
Yeah.
But you guys can see this is our bait that we're using. Not something normally you would see me throw in a pay lake. You would probably never catch me using this in a pay lake. You'd probably never catch me making my bait on video at a pay lake, as a lot of people know. So this right here, you guys don't have to send my bait into a laboratory and get it tested. I showed you guys how to catch them down here. We have tons of videos. You guys can come down here and catch them yourself. You get 4 nights at Hendricks Creek Marina for $760. Houseboat, comfortable showers, toilet, beds, electricity, hot water, running water, anything you need. Any problems with the boat, they swap it out, upgrade you for a new one. Their seasons do go up after May 1st. So you guys check them out online, Hendricks Creek Marina Resort. That's where we get all of our boats from. This is pretty much all I just want to show you guys. How we make our bait. A little demonstration of flavors we use, how much flavor. You don't need a ton of flavor here. A little bit of flavor goes a long way.
The bottle says 1 to 3 ounces
I believe that's
per 3 pounds of pack bait.
the 3rd batch of bait we made out of that bottle, and we still have another batch in there. Guys, check it out, oneonbaits.com. Ray, I believe it's $5.50 a bottle. I believe you spend $50. It's free shipping. He's got all kinds of stuff on there, stuff I've never even seen before, and I've been using it a very long time. He makes his own tiger nuts, his own hemp seeds, his own flavored corn, his own glugs, everything. You guys check it out, oneonbaits.com. Thanks for joining us.